So let's Ezuri. And let's make sure we don't proliferate our poison counters, because it will do that. See? If you don't deselect it, it'll make you proliferate your poison counters. That's really, you really gotta watch out for that, guys. Okay, we have nine counters on the wand now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Gnome here, and today we're checking out Ezuri, Stalker of Spheres. This was a card that was spoiled and everybody was freaking out because, I mean, this guy is pretty nuts. But it really takes some tinkering to get the deck right. This is probably my third instance of making this deck. I made it the first time, deleted it, made it the second time, deleted it, and then I was like, you know what, let me make it again. Let me try to kind of balance things out. The problem with this deck is that it needs a lot of things to happen, and decks like that are always at a disadvantage. But we try to mitigate a lot of the problems with proliferate decks, and that is never having things to proliferate. So mostly everything in the deck gets counters of some sort. If it's not 1/1 counters, it's charge counters for the wand. Strixhaven Stadium is a win con in itself. If you can keep proliferating Magistrate Scepter, you can take extra turns, and we're running a lot of the X spells, Contortionist Trope, Ochre Jelly, Stillbane Hydra, Ferocious Hydra, just to help us always have things to proliferate. Whether it's small value, like just putting a 1/1 counter on something, or it's putting ring counters on the replicating ring to make this go off. There's always something to proliferate, and if you don't have nothing to proliferate, then that's when you use Ezuri to hit the field, and you pay 3 to proliferate twice. Even though you don't have anything to proliferate, you do still draw cards. And that's something that I found out while playing against Ezuri. I was like, oh, he doesn't have anything to proliferate, so he can't draw. Well, no, they slammed him down, proliferated, and they drew cards. I was like, wow, that's actually kind of crazy. So the deck's really fun, and it's really cool to just see so many counters go on things that you normally wouldn't see. You get like 9 counters on the Transmogrifying Wand, or you get like a 13/13 Stone Cold Serpent because you're just proliferating so much. Really cool card that doesn't see a lot of play in a lot of decks is Astral Cornucopia. It's just so mana intensive. I mean, you pay 6 mana for this thing to basically tap for 2. That's just really terrible. But with Ezuri in a proliferate deck, Astral Cornucopia is just nuts. You can just keep proliferating, getting a ton of mana on this thing, and you just go wild. The same thing with the replicating ring. Get those counters on this thing so fast. In a deck like this, you just have so much mana to do your fun shenanigans like Tamiyo, Teferi, Plain White Celebration stuff. One thing I will say, like I was saying in the beginning of the deck intro, is that the deck really suffered a lot from having too many things to actually do. So we do have a lot of things going on. We have things that get counters, things to proliferate, things that give poison counters, because we can actually win with poison counters because we proliferate so much. We have counter spells. We have draw spells, like Choice of Fortunes is a draw spell. Prologue to Phyresis is a draw spell, Joint Exploration. Tezzeret's Gambit, things like that. We have removal in the sense of Fade from History, River's Rebuke. We have ramp spells in the form of Settle the Wilds, Llanowar Elves, Into the North. So the deck really has a lot going on. I think I found a really sweet spot with this deck, if I'm being completely honest. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I know this intro was a little long. I apologize for that, but I just wanted to express the deck's strengths and the deck's weaknesses. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And the gameplay is really going to speak for itself. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Okay, we go first against Tiamat. Stone Coil Serpent, Thrumming Bird, Midnight Clock, Ochre Jelly. I think I like this. I really think I like this. Let's keep it. We don't have a lot of ramp, but you kind of don't need it. Let's play the Stone Coil Serpent for 1. That's why I like Stone Coil Serpent in this deck, rather than like the other X spell cards, like with the green, like Ochre Jelly and the other ones. Just for the simple fact that you can play Stone Coil Serpent turn 1. You can't play these other ones turn 1. I mean, you can, but they'll just die. Oh, he's gonna get rid of our Thrumming Bird. Don't get rid of our Thrumming Bird. Don't do it. It's kind of why I kept the hand. No. No. Why'd you do that for? Alright, let's play Ochre Jelly for 2. Only reason I'm doing this is because we have to proliferate with the Thrumming Bird. I mean, we don't have to, but just good value. And then I can play the Midnight Clock next turn. Okay. Ochre Jelly has Ward. Dragon's Fire. Look at you. Look at you doing all the removal shenanigans. I play Tainted Observer next turn. Tiamat comes down at 7 mana. Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking 5 mana. First Sliver is 5 mana. So they'll have Tiamat next turn. They drop this Tiamat. We might be dead, though. Unfortunately. Strixhaven Stadium. And Tainted Observer. What does he have for 2 mana? Tiamat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Sarkhan. He doesn't play Tiamat. Okay. So he's just going to play a 4/4 dragon down. Okay. Not too shabby. Mana Confluence. That's good that we drew a land, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have just enough to... We have just enough to actually play Ezuri and proliferate. But I really want to get rid of this dragon. If we get rid of the dragon, we can kill Sarkhan. So let's do that. Do they have a counterspell? Don't have a counterspell, please. Thank you. Might as well play the wand so we can kill the Sarkhan, because the Sarkhan can become a 4/4 dragon. And that's going to be really annoying to deal with. So we smack the Sarkhan and we smack them. And we get a counter on the Strixhaven Stadium. And might as well, because we don't have nothing else to do. Put a counter on the Midnight Clock. Tiamat. They might just want to wait to play Tiamat if they have enough dragons in hand. I think the only way we win this is if we get the Strixhaven Stadium off. Some well past haste. Oh, yep. It didn't used to have haste. They fixed it. Okay, we don't care about Into the North now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still only have 7 mana. If we would have had 8 mana, we could have killed the Tiamat with the Transmogrifying Wand and did the Ezuri thing. I'm thinking, brother. I'm thinking. Give me a sec, man. Oh, he's so toxic, isn't he? He's one of those toxic guys. I could just play Ezuri. I think that's going to be the main play here. We play Ezuri, and then we not Transmogrifying Wand. We proliferate, draw cards, do the thing. We're going to take a lot of damage from the dragons in their hand, but there's really nothing we can do about that. So we can Transmogrifying Wand. Let's actually do that. Do we kill the Whelp, though? Because the Whelp gives their dragons -1 cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think we have to. I think we have to. He already good gamed us. Did you guys see that? So we hit him we get 2 counters on the Strixhaven Stadium. So he plays the Terror, plays Goldspan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can play 2 dragons next turn. With Gnawbone, though, Yeah, let's swing. Let's swing both. I think we might be able to do this. I think. Goldspan. So Goldspan hits us. And the Whelp hits us. So we lose 2 counters on the stadium. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not the time warp. That's a blow, man. Oh man, that really. That's a blow, man. That's game, isn't it? Plays the terror. And then he plays out his hand. Deals 7 damage, gets more dragons. Oh man. Time Warp did it. We're at 5 life. Do we die? Kura. Nope, we have 1 life. Alright, kills our commander. I don't know why opponent was being so toxic to us. I mean, River's Rebuke is a nice hit, but we still die to the Goldspan, don't we? And they cost 1 less. They cost 1 less thanks to the Fearsome Whelp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have Inferno of the Star Mounts too. That's just brutal. That's brutal, man. We kill the Terror with the wand. So then they can't hit us for more damage. Goldspan's gonna hit us anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have to play the River's Rebuke here. Unfortunately, we don't want to proliferate. Unfortunately. We play the River's Rebuke. Then we swing here. So he doesn't have the Terror. We have the Pact of Negation. Goldspan. Let's pack that. So we pack that. What else do they have to play? The Whelp can come down. Can't play none of his big dragons though. Gnawbone costs 5. Those are the only ones that he had casting lower cast. Oh, he can play Kura. Kura costs 3. We have to pay the upkeep cost, so that's 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves us with 4 mana. You gonna do something, opponent? You were good gaming me all game. He was being toxic all game. You guys saw the emotes. And now he's roping us because he's salty. When he played that Kura and then killed our commander, he should have actually did damage to us because we have the mana confluence. So we couldn't have used that mana if we wanted to stay alive. Opponent's salty though. Look, he's roping us out. So we did it to the toxic player. Let's take a good laugh at him. Let's just laugh at him. Oh, Vorinclex. Then we swing. And that's GG's. That's GG's just in combat damage, not even Strixhaven Stadium. We would have won with both. We would have won with the Strixhaven Stadium. Actually, he would have actually stayed alive there. If he just played a dragon, he would have actually stayed alive and then we would have lost. We didn't have the mana for the Shepherd's ability, for the second ability. We didn't have the mana for the Vorinclex. We had the Spell Dancer. But we didn't know we had a creature that we could have played and we could have proliferated with the Tainted Overseer. So we would have had 10 counters on it exactly. That's why you don't GG's early, man. Good game. Lesson learned. We go first against a Johnny. Allosaurus Shepherd doesn't matter here in this matchup, but we don't have any blue sources. Let's mulligan that. We go first. I like going first with the Incubation Druid. It doesn't feel as slow. We got the Transmogrifying Wand. Hello, Lochnar. Lantern Warwells is cool. Just gotta hope we keep hitting our land drops. A Johnny's pretty scary, but if you can keep their Johnny at bay, then it's not so scary. Let's play Thassa. Thassa's indestructible if they have a white spell that actually I shouldn't have actually targeted it to flicker, because that would have just gained him a life. It is what it is. Okay, so the Swords of Plowshares are Incubation Druid. Let's do we want a Techathol? Let's Llanowar Elves and Transmogrifying Wand. Let's do both of those. Yeah, let's not flicker because they just gain a life off the authority. And gaining them all that life, we have to be careful what we flicker. Gaining them that life will definitely matter because they have the Staff of Completion. So Johnny comes down. Johnny doesn't protect himself though. So we can't hit him. Because they want to ultimate with the Johnny ultimately, right? Like that's the game plan, I'm assuming. With the Johnny is you want to ult it. We can prevent that from happening by swinging in with the Essence, with the Llanowar Elf. We drew Essence Flux. Transmogrifying Wand can't hit creatures. Play Techathol. And even if we hit the Johnny with the Llanowar Elves, they can still ultimate. And that is an issue. So I think what we need to do is just return the Johnny back to their hand. Buy us a little bit of time with the Otawara. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That gives us at least one card that we can draw. Here's what we're gonna do. No, I wanted to destroy our. Oh, we couldn't because of the land. It needs 1 mana to do it. I forgot about that. See, if I would have did that, then I could have prevented it from happening. I guess this Johnny's gonna ult and we're gonna be screwed. We just have to swing at him. Yeah, Authority of the Council really hurts us here too, because I like to flicker and then like kind of give it pseudo vigilance. Yeah, Staff of Completion made this deck really that much more efficient. You really just need one turn to ultimate the Johnny. And we are close to dying already because we get 2 poison counters per turn.
Now it's my turn.
Oh, that Gideon. This is a really annoying deck. Yeah, I think we just lose here. If we would have had the mana for that Vorinclex, man, I'll tell you. That really hurts. Not much we can do. Yeah, and we're not hitting our land drops. Just a bunch of things that we definitely have to worry about. Can't even flicker the Thassa. Gideon is 0. Oh, it's ultimate. You can't win the game, you can't lose the game as long as you control a Gideon. I think we just lose here. Do we just lose here? Let's flicker the Essence Flux. That way we get a fresh Tekathaw. This prevents the counters from going on the Elspeth. Let's hit them. You don't get an Ox with a 1/1 counter on it. Yasharn. So that actually, I mean, the Vornclex, that definitely helps. It definitely helps with the fact that we don't get as many poison counters, so they have to cast more creatures and more planeswalkers. And it also helps because they don't get a counter on their stuff. Bad thing is though, is that they can just proliferate. Proliferate with the staff. So let's Ezuri. Now let's make sure we don't proliferate our poison counters, because it will do that. See? If you don't deselect it, it'll make you proliferate your poison counters. That's really, you really gotta watch out for that, guys. And we have nine counters on the wand now. River's Rebuke. Oh, we can destroy their staff. Let's do that. No more proliferating, but they can still cast creature spells, cast planeswalker spells. Alright. Do we want to swing at the Gideon? I want to get their life total down, but this Gideon is making it really difficult too. Tekathaw, so we can make Tekathaw indestructible. I think we'll do that next turn. You don't get the counters, my friend. Thanks to Vornclex. So let's do that before we forget. I'll definitely forget. Oh, it spent 3 mana. I wanted to use 4 life. Green. Let's seek new knowledge. Let's throw back the Thrumming Bird. Let's play the Jugon Defensive Temple. And we're gonna swing. We're gonna kill this Gideon. That way Vornclex can get through. And we're going to take out this Yasharn. They might be screwed here. Just because they left their commander in the graveyard. Now they can't even destroy Vornclex because Ugin comes down with 2 counters. Gotta love it. So let's do the Canker Bloom. I don't even know if I wanna. Actually, if we actually River's Rebuke, do we win? 6. It's 11. Yeah, we win with River's Rebuke. Good game. Vornclex saved us. We were about to die. GG. Vornclex saved us. River's Rebuke saved us. 2 just really good cards. GG's. Okay, opponent goes first. We're up against Urza. This could be heavy counterspell Urza or artifact Urza. We don't know. But if we can hit our land drops, I like this. Strixhaven Stadium is a good win con. We got the Wash Away to get rid of Urza at least for 1 turn. Okay, no land. We're still hoping for a land drop. Delirious Mango X. Or Delirious Mangox. So you can exile our graveyard now. Beware. Let's put that on green. Let's play Gallagrators. And pray that we hit a land drop next turn. If we don't, we can at least play Ochre Jelly. That way we make a tap treasure. That is very slow, but it is what it is. We don't hit a land drop. Let's play our Ochre Jelly. He has 3 mana, so he's probably going to counter this. I don't really care if he counters the Ochre Jelly, though. He spends Assault coming on Ochre Jelly. Like, I am totally okay with that. Then he exiles our graveyard. Or exiled target card from a graveyard. Alright, here comes Urza. There's our... what do you call that? Land? Oh, don't tell me you got a counterspell. Oh my goodness. That's right, he makes instants and sorceries 1 less to cast. Alright, well you gotta have another game plan than just to counter things. I guess memory lapse isn't too bad, but that does prevent us from hitting our land drops. Which we definitely need right now because we're totally hurting. And he knows that we're hurting. He's got all this mana. What is he gonna do with it? I don't know. I don't know. I just want to get this monk out so we can get some mana. Let me have the mana. So let's just hope he doesn't have the Might Stone and Weak Stone in hand. If he does, that's what, 5 mana. He can't transform. He won't be able to transform and play the Might Stone and Weak Stone. Oh wait, Might Stone and Weak Stone gives him +2 mana too, so there is that. Unlicensed Hearse. This is a really good card. I think it was slept on in Capenna. Exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Power toughness equal to the number of cards exiled with it. So, can be very good. We left mana open, a lot of mana open. With 2 cards, let's try our Strixhaven Stadium. Sweet. And then let's play, you know what? I'm not going to play anything. You know what? I'm not even going to put that counter on it yet because we can actually use that mana. So, I'm just going to chill. I'm not going to do anything. They're playing the slow and long game. We can play the slow and long game. It is what it is. No attacks in turn. Prologue to Faris is an instant too, so that is just nuts to me. Each opponent gets a poison counter, draw a card. Instant speed? What is this? So he has to sack his land to draw a card. He's hurting for cards. Alright. So let's do that. Let's play the prologue. You want to counter that? You might die from poison counters, man. I don't know. Alright, let's put a counter on our Gallagrators. Oh wait, it already has a counter. I would have made a treasure then. Oh well. We don't want to Ezuri yet because they have mana open. We'd probably just get countered. No, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it because I really want to proliferate. They might have a board wipe too, though. Let's play the Transmortifying one. That might get countered just for the simple fact that it can remove the Urza. It will not, so let's get rid of Urza. And I don't want to really play Ezuri right here because our board state's kind of wide already. And he definitely might have a board wipe. So I really don't want to throw out Ezuri just for it to die. And this can get crude from the Ox. Midnight Clock. I mean, to be honest, I might hold up this counterspell just to... Ooh. Let's counter that. I was gonna say I want to hold up this counterspell just to counter the Mightstone and Weakstone, but we really can't wait for that to come down because it might not ever come down. If it comes down, then I guess we're screwed. They do still have to pay the mana for Urza too. Alright, let's play this Magistrate Scepter. We can start getting some extra turns here. They're definitely going to want to counter that. Let's put a counter on it. And then next turn we're going to set up Ezuri. The Scepter is really cool in the deck, I think, because it is mana intensive at basically 7 mana. You got to pay 7 mana to play it and then put a counter on it in the same turn. But if you can set it up and they can't stop it, and you can just proliferate, like once you have enough, you proliferate with the Ezuri. And then, okay, so he's just going to Wrath it God. That's okay. We do lose our mana dork. That's alright. I mean, I totally saw a board wipe coming. So it's no surprise. Let's play the Fabled Passage. They have 2 mana up. Definitely probably counterspells. But we can't hold back now. Gets countered. Okay, is there anything else we can do? Move to command zone. Put another counter on the Scepter. We can definitely do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 mana, 1 card in hand. 4 counters on the Midnight Clock. What's this last card in their hand? I wonder if they have another counterspell. They counter Ezuri again, like, and then that's their last card. Oh, Paradoxical Outcome. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Okay, we have an offer you can't refuse. Let's play our commander. We have just enough to pay the 3 with the extra mana cost. It never proliferates the poison counters. So that is really annoying. That is just really annoying. I'd really like it to proliferate the poison counters, but we win here anyway. Thanks to the Strixhaven Stadium. Yeah, we do this. Throw back the Ezuri. Play the Ezuri. Do we have enough? We're 1 mana short. I thought we had enough. I got too excited. Well. Oh, did I mess up on the Strixhaven Stadium? Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, remove it. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, put a point counter on it. If it has 10 or more point counters on it, remove them all from and that player loses. Oh, okay. So I have to activate this first and then swing in for the damage. I did miss that. But I did have an offer you can't refuse to protect our artifacts if we needed to. But they still could have actually destroyed it. That's a good learning experience for me, actually. Now I know I have to deal combat damage to get that counter on it to win the game. Either way, GG's. Okay, we're up against Atraxa Grand Unifier. Let's see how we do against it. We have no blue source. Let's mulligan that. Let's keep this just for the fact that we have this Shepherd, so our stuff can't get countered. Or green spells, at least. We have the Swan Song that can take care of some troublesome things in their deck. Nykthos. I'm gonna wait on the Augury. They're not really hurting for anything right now. Also, it's Nightmare, so they're gonna get rid of the Shepherd. Yeah, let's Swan Song that. Probably too early to Swan Song something, but to be honest, I don't want them to blow up our Shepherd, and I don't want them looking in our hand. I don't really care about the graveyard being exiled, but they look into our hand anyway with the Inquisition and Kozilek. So I mean, so that's kind of good because they would have got two things with the second chapter and the Kozilek. So they would have got the Augury and they would have got the the Augury and the Strixhaven Stadium instead of just one. So I'm going to go ahead and Augury now. And we hit nothing but land. Let's get the Hinterland Harbor. So we have nothing but land in our hand. They've played nothing but removal, hand disruption, and ramp. So this might just be an Atraxa deck that just worries about or focuses on removal. We shall see. Let's see if we die from our own bird. They have two counters open. I wonder if they're a counterspell deck because that's the reason why they wanted to get rid of the Shepherd. Shepherd wouldn't have saved a Teferi from getting countered, but let's draw a card since they have a 2/2 bird.
There is much the past can teach us.
And we're drawing all our lands. At least we know we'll be able to hit our land drops. We're in 7. Okay, so they make a big tree dude. A big 7/7. Yeah, that's an issue. Reject Imperfection. That's actually good. Because we can counter the Atraxa. When it comes down, they're going to need that Atraxa. We could play Ezuri. We can play Ezuri and make a blue spirit from the Teferi. And then we can leave up a counterspell magic. Let's do that.
Who's that handsome devil?
No, we're not going to proliferate twice. They might not even play Atraxa here. Look at that. Thoughtseize, Memory Lapse, just counterspells, removal. They're probably playing all the Planeswalkers that give them like tokens and such. No matter what we do, no matter what we block here, we're gonna lose the Teferi, so let's not block. So we do lose Teferi, which is sad. Elspeth conquers death. Come on, man. Let's reject Imperfection that. Do they have a counterspell of their own? No, they don't. They just have Removal City, man. Not much we can do about it. Not much we can do about it. Let's play this tapped. I'm gonna swing at the Renin 7. We have the Pact of Negation now. How much mana do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We counter Atraxa, they just we'll take this. We counter Atraxa, we play it next turn, so we kinda lose a turn. Thassa. Thassa can actually tap down our things too. Do we want Thassa to resolve? Yeah, I guess we don't really care. They can tap down our things, but that's about it. Like that's if they leave the mana open to tap down. If they're playing Planeswalker Tribal with removal, then they really won't need Thassa. They just have Thassa to flicker the Atraxa. We are drawing no gas, man. If we swing... Oh, they just kill us here, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, they tap both of our things down, swing out. Well, he didn't tap down our things, so... I actually should have swung with the 4/4. He didn't tap down our things. What is he going to target with his binding? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't have enough for the Atraxa this turn now. I guess I have to let them kill whatever they're going to kill. Pretty ridiculous how much removal they have. We're just not drawing anything. We're not drawing anything. If they would have just tapped down our stuff last turn, they would have won. Let's double proliferate so we draw. Alright. This 1/10/10 is just kicking our ass. I don't know if he's trolling us because he can just tap down our stuff, or if he's really missing it that he can tap down our stuff and just win like that. Either way, we have to play Pact of Negation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah, let's not give him that. Can't play Atraxa. We need to find like River's Rebuke or something, man. So now we have plenty of mana to pay for the Pact, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. We play the Tide, and then what? We have nothing to proliferate, really. We do draw, though. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. What's really good in our graveyard? That's a permanent. Teferi? Teferi could be good. But we won't have enough to... We actually won't have enough to cast him. So we have to get something else. Let's throw back the Gala Greeters. Oh, we do. Oh, yeah, because we kicked the joint exploration. So we go and get back to Fairy. I guess, but it doesn't really matter at this point anyway, because let's have him actually get the Death Touch now, because he's gonna lose it next turn. Inquiry Dominus has Indestructible. Oh, disallows good. Techathal can actually... We don't have any counters or anything. We won't be able to give it Indestructible. That sucks. I mean, if he, as long as he keeps missing, we're gonna... Oh, there's the River's Rebuke. You gotta be kidding me. Well, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? I mean, as long as he keeps missing that he can tap down our things with Thassa, I mean, we have a chance. This game could have been over a long time ago. Attracts 1, 2, 3. He's just got all the toxic stuff. Tails End, Duress, Dark Ritual, Varaska, Uro. Teferi slows the sunset. Oracle of the Alpha. Oh, I thought this was the other Teferi. Okay, it's not too bad. He's got a crap ton of land, a crap ton of cards now. All he has to do is tap down our things with Thassa and he wins. He can look into our hand with the Duress. Okay, he realized it. Ah, gets rid of the River's Rebuke. That sucks, man. So we kind of lose. We just lose strictly off of them having that much value in their hand. Luckily, they don't have the extra mana for the Tail's End. They are going to be able to flicker this Thassa. I mean, this Atraxa. Swords to Plowshares. Do they have a white open? Ah, come on, they do. And they have an offer you can't refuse. Atraxa Removal Tribal. This gives them blue and white, so they can either get the swords. Well, they can't get both. They can't get offer and swords. They can only get offer or swords. So let's play Tekathal. Let's play pro. I should have played a prologue first. Maybe we can win off the counters from prologue. Oh, the Scepter. Do we have enough to keep putting counters on this though? All right, let's play the Scepter. He might want to counter that. We're not going to let him. Oh, this whole time we haven't been proliferating the poison counters. Arena, why do you do that? It's really annoying. Yeah, I think that's game, isn't it? Not much we can do. Yeah. That's gonna be game. Unfortunately, if we had, like, we have way more than enough mana to do what we needed to do. And Homeboy just now realizes that you can tap down our stuff. You should have done that about 6 turns ago. GG's. This is what you gotta deal with, though. Atraxa Removal. Tribal. I think that's a good game to show for the gameplay. Shows what our deck does and what to watch out for with Atraxa. GG's. Soul of Windgrace is who we're going up against. I love this. I love this commander so much. One of my favorites to play. I don't have a deck for it, though. I deleted the deck, but it is very fun. It's kind of a solitaire deck, though, unfortunately. We go first. Let's keep this. We have a replicating ring. Proliferation stuff. I like it. Let's scry. Do we want to... Yeah, actually. Let's keep Thassa, because what we can do when Thassa hits the field is that we can play Ezuri, and we can just keep proliferating when we flicker it. So we only have to pay 3 mana when it enters the battlefield. And have it flicker. It's just going to be really nice. Instead of like playing Ezuri and then paying 3, so that's like 7 mana, you flicker the Ezuri. Basically, when it enters the battlefield, it's going to ask you if you want to pay 3. So you're only paying 3 mana. So you always just want to leave up 3 mana if that happens. We're just going to hit them. Nothing to proliferate. Be nice if the ring came down with 1 counter on it. Alas, we have to wait 1 turn. I love Shigeki in this deck too. It gives you lands, and it refills your hand like late game with the channel ability, because you can just return it to your hand. I love it. Alright, let's play Thassa. We do have River's Rebuke for the Scoot Swarm. I really hope they don't have a Duress or Thought Seize or something like that to get rid of the River's Rebuke. That's not going to get rid of the Scute Swarm entirely, but it will slow the craziness down of the Scute Swarm a little bit. Get the Cryptic Caves. Now they're about to have an army of Scutes. Can we play the Astral? Whoops, pay for 1. And then we're going to swing, then we're going to proliferate. Play the Ezuri. Do we want a contentious plan? We can contentious plan and then play the Ezuri. Yeah, let's do that. Evolution Sage. That's really good. So right now, what we're going to just do is flicker the Thrumming Bird just to give it pseudo-vigilance. Leave it up as a blocker, if anything. Hopefully they don't have Crater Hoof here. If they have Crater Hoof, we just lose. Do they have enough mana to play it? If they play 2 lands, they have enough to play Crater Hoof. No! Ashaya. Ashaya's bad here. Because Ashaya doesn't get rid of the... wait, is it non-token creatures? Non-token creatures. Ashaya doesn't get rid of the non-token creatures. So that one Scute Swarm stays. Luckily. The one Scute Swarm stays, but... we still have to worry about Ashaya. Non-basic land. Is the Ashaya... I guess they are considered basic lands because they're forest. That's a shame, isn't it? What do we do here? Let's see. Oh, we can hit it. We can hit the Ashaya. I think we'll do that. I was thinking because it said forest. Oh well, I guess things like the shock lands say forest too, but they're non-basic lands. Ooh, that just gives them more Scutes. Might have to River's Rebuke this turn. As much as I don't want to do it. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it this turn. I think they have lethal. 8, 6, it's 14, 15, 16, plus the 21, 22, 23, 26. They have 26 on board. They don't have lethal yet. We'll be at 1 life. If they swing out with everything. Evolution Sage, and then we play the land. It gives us 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do that. Because we have more than enough to play the River's Rebuke. Let's do that, and we'll also draw a card from the Ezuri. Hey, good old Jace. River's Rebuke. Sorry, my friend. Thanks. And we don't have enough, so we'll just flicker the... We don't have enough to proliferate again with the Ezuri, so we'll just flicker the Thrumming Bird. Bolas's Citadel. They spend their whole turn doing that. Chainer. Ooh, Great Hinge. They lose all that life, though. It's probably game, isn't it? Once again, River's Rebuke comes in handy. I think we really just got lucky with the cards we had. I guess the Great Hinge gives them some type of life, but not enough to make the Bolas Citadel worth it in this situation. I don't know if I would have played it. I don't know if I would have played the Bolas Citadel in this situation. I think I would have rebuilt the board back up, knowing that they just hit the River's Rebuke. And knowing Windgrace, I mean, you have the... I mean, Windgrace can bring your lands back from the graveyard. So you get the Tranquil Thicket. What is he searching with the Finale? I don't know. He does have blockers now, though. So he's not dead. He's definitely not dead. We just have a ton of mana. I think next turn we might be dead. So we get all that mana from the rain. We get all that mana from the Astral Cornucopia. Let's play our boy Jace. Yeah, I guess we could just win here. I guess the boring way. You just tap their stuff down and swing at them. As much as I wanted to keep playing this game because of all the shenanigans I got going on, I just take the W. GG's. Rivers Rebuke saved us again.